Hello, these are promotional videos for our DILR course, the link of which is in the course description. We bring you another type of starter sets. Starter sets are the ones which are not very difficult. They usually are very structured. However, this deviates from that condition. Here, when you try this, you will find yourself a little asking, is there enough information here for me to be able to find everything out? And I want you to experience that. I want you to see how much time this set takes, right? And then I will tell you that this set could be done very easily. All such types are counted very, very easy. And there's a particular approach that you need to follow here. If you know that approach, it's very easy. But then again, students, unless you don't try it, you will not appreciate what I'm going to say next. So please pause the video. I'm out of the picture. Give it a good try and only then continue. Because one of the first thing that you need to experience in this, and only then, the ideas will come back rushing to your mind, these subconscious memories, is that in these clues, there is very little information. Okay, to fill the grid. So the grid that you are going to fill, the tabular kind of an arrangement, it is a very barely filled grid. Yeah, you are going to get a barely filled grid by the time you end the all the clues. And that is where I was saying, you might think that this comes under a difficult category of sets. Not really. And when you see this, what I will do very quickly is I will look at the questions and I'm searching for some characteristics in the question. One is, does the question offer more information? So, if the question offers more information, let's see which one of the following could be an accurate list, doesn't tell me much. Which one of the following could be a pair, doesn't tell me much. But this is what I was meaning. If chikus are picked by exactly 2 of the people. So do I have some more information in the question? Right? So while here it is just in this question, in many of such sets, each of the question will keep giving you more information. So you need to go question by question. First, you cannot try to solve the complete set over here and then go to the questions. That's one of the first biggest learning in this. Next, the questions are talking a lot about possibilities. Possibilities or impossibilities. So basically it is like could be, could not be. Right? So see here, which of the following could be an accurate list? Which of the following could be a pair of people? Even here, if you read through after the condition, then these 2 people could be. And fourth question, which of the following is must be true? And the last is, there are quite a few questions here which are talking about which of the following options are necessarily true or necessarily false. So this is what I look for in the questions, and when I see them, the approach to solve this is very, very clear, students, how to handle it. And that is what I'm going to do, and why I asked you to do this. If you still haven't done it, stop now and do it, because you need to compare the time that you take to solve the set and the actual time in which these sets can be done. If I tell you that these sets are going to be counted as very, very easy one, you might get a little disappointed if you haven't got the set. So watch the solution and see why they are very, very easy. So let's get started. So there are 5 people picking up 4 individual fruits. Okay. Selecting from apples, bananas, chiku, dates, each person picks exactly 3 kinds of fruit. So it takes a little time for us to understand. Kinds of fruit refer to apples, bananas, chiku, date. But I'm picking up 4 individual fruits. So 4 pieces of fruit, 4 individual, but only 3 kinds. Okay, so one of them will not be represented. So what you should be doing, and someone who is good in reasoning, if you can come to this line immediately, you're good in reasoning. One of the fruits will have 0 of it picked up, and then there are 3 of them, and this 3 should add up to 4 units. And the only way that they can do without a 0, yeah, there have to be 3 kinds, is only that one of them will be 2, 1, 1. So each of them is going to pick 0 of a kind, 2 of one kind, 1 and 1 of a third and fourth kind, right? And that's it. So the grid is not very difficult to figure out. So that's Surbhi, Tahira, Uma, Wakima, Zeenat. Okay, don't make a large grid. Okay, I'll tell you why. And then you have apples, bananas, chikus and dates. Okay, so this is your grid that you have. Each row will have 0, 2, 1, 1 in some order. Repeat it for yourself so that it's clear. Only Surbhi picks 2 dates. Surbhi picks 2 dates is very clear, but then so many of us are going to miss this word. And the experts immediately know this is where the question setter is trying to trap me. So these words only, exactly and all are pretty important words, you know, students. So this only means make a note in this column there cannot be any other 2. Repeat, mark, mention it to your mind. Yeah, there cannot be a 2. Tahira picks up exactly 1 banana. Tahira exactly 1 banana and at least 1 apple. So in apple it is at least 1. So this is not the 0. It could be the 1 or the 2. So make your own notations, whatever you want. So 1 or a 2. So one of them could be a, this can't be a 2. Okay, either this or this has to be a 2, 0. So there are a lot of possibilities. Okay. Uma picks up exactly 1 date. Uma picks up 1 date. Okay. And at least 1 banana. That same idea here, at least 1 banana. So 1 or more than 1. It could be 1 or 2. So 0 could be A or C. And one of them could be 0, this could be 1 or 2. So again, quite a few possibilities, students. Yeah, and that is one thing characteristics about these sets. So I said you should be trying it, yeah, and not just watching it. Vamika picks 2 apples, so that's a direct thing. So the 2 is done. So I have 3 more numbers. They have to be 1, 1, 0. So 3 possibilities: 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. Depending where the 0 can be, anywhere. Okay, so 3 possibilities over here. Okay, nothing more. Now Zeenat and no one else. Now this is again something very similar to this. So this is a very important one, students, in this particular set. And if you miss this out again, I would say you're not, very well practiced with puzzles then, students. And I know that even without solving it, I'm saying this is going to be very crucial here. And you'll see now how. Zeenat picks exactly 1 banana and exactly 1 date. Zeenat, 1 banana, 1 date, and Zeenat is the only one doing like this. There's no one else. So 1 and 1 banana, 1 date, there's no other person picking 1 banana, 1 date. And you should have gone through it. Okay, anyway, Surbhi can't be that, but this cannot be 1 banana and 1 date. So this number cannot be 1. Why? Because then both Tahira and Zeenat would be matching this, and this is what gets missed. Take clues and always link it previously. We did not link Uma with others, Tahira with others, because they were individual clues. They were not linked to another, but here it links up. That no one else. So this cannot be 1 and this cannot be a 2. If it cannot be a 1 and a 2, this has to be a 0. This is going to make a huge difference whether you found this cell or you did not find this cell. Okay, this cannot be a 1. Because if this is a 1, this will be a 1, they will be same as Zeenat. And if this cannot be a 1 and it cannot be a 0, the only other thing is 2. Both of these 2 numbers, students, is going to tell whether the set could have been solved fast or not. Okay, so this is a 2, this is a 1. Both cannot be 1, remember. Okay, one of them can be or so on, right? And you both can't be 0 also in that case. Oh, so we were talking about 3 possibilities here now. If this is a 0, this will be 1, 1. That is not allowed. So this has only 2 possibilities now. Okay, so a 0 has to be in one of these 2 places. Okay, so far so good. Further, we have exactly 1 person. Now, I don't know which person picks 2 Chikus. So in this, Chiku column, we did not have anything. Out of this, there is going to be one entry which is going to be a 2. Okay, now you could write this and you could go ahead. Or the other way is going deep into it, understanding a clue very much. Fix yourself. Is this a 2? No, there can't be a 2 and a 2. So this can't be a 2. Can this be a 2? Yes. Can this be a 2? No, a 2 is done in this row. This row is also done. So what you could have immediately realized is a 2 can only be over here or here, and there's only a 1, 2. So one of them is going to be a 2 and the other one could be a 0 or a 1. One of them could be a 2. Both can't be a 2. Okay, and so what that means is you also now look at how deep I'm going. One of them has to be a 2. The moment this is a 2, this will be 1. This can't be a 2, so this will be a 2. So either these will be a 2 or this will be a 2. So I could even figure out one of these has to be a 2. This row has to have a 2. If not here, then here. This row has to be a 2, if not here, then here, that kind of a thing. So now that is deep logic, students. Yeah, very nice thoughts. Okay, so we reach the end. Now the problem that I wanted you to experience is this grid gets barely filled. You do not have too much information here now, and there are far too many possibilities. So you cannot even replicate these, right? Had there been 2 or 3 possibilities, I would have quickly made 3 different tables like this and filled up. For this we have 2 possibilities. For Surbi we have so many more, 1, 1, 0, 3 possibilities. Okay, Wakima and this is independent of Surbi or so on, right? So it is a little complex, and the idea is not to try all of them. Remember, we have seen the questions. Each question is independently and is about could be, possible, impossible, must be true, offering more information. So don't try to fill it. Don't try further and move to the questions. This is what the approach and so on that I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll just pick this up since I have to change my slide. So I'll select this table, that is enough for this, and I wanted you to try this set to see how quickly you can see it. Look at how now questions are going to be so ridiculously easy, students. It's very straightforward. So here, which one of the following could be an accurate list of the fruits picked by Uma of the following? So use options. Everything here is going to suggest that. Use options for Uma. Come to Uma. What do we know? 2 bananas and 1 date has to be there. First check for that. 1 date, 1 date, 2 dates, not possible. 1 date, 1 date, 2 bananas. Oh, there are no bananas here. Oh, there is 1 banana, not possible. This is ruled out. Oh, 2 bananas, great. Oh, there's 1 banana, not possible. D is the answer. Don't have to waste any time over there, students. It's about could be, no? So you just fix up these 2 has to be there. But remember this 2 and 0, many people would not have that in the table because they don't use that zenith clue very well. Which one of the following, again of the following, you have to go to options. Could be a pair of people, could be, whose selection are identical. Now why check each and every pair? There are only 5 pairs here. Check those, Surbi and Tahir. Can they be same? Obviously no. Surbi and Uma. Surbi and Uma, 2 and 1. How can they be same? Tahira and Wakima. Okay, this could be a 2, yes. Okay, this could be a 1, yes. These could be same. Okay, they could be 1, 1, they could be, okay, so possible. There's nothing to rule out. I don't have enough. Like here, they could easily compare. Here, this is not comparable. Here, I don't have numbers to compare. So it's possible. Eliminating is much easier than confirming something. Uma and Wakima. Let's say Uma, Wakima. Okay, it can't be a 2. This can't be a 2. Because then a row cannot have 2 2s. So Uma and Wakima ruled out. Wakima and Zenith. Again, that clue comes to this. Can Zenith be a part of any pair of people with identical? No, if Zenith has to be identical, then the other person will also have to take one banana, one date. But there's only Zenith who does one banana, one date. So Zenith can never be a pair of people with any identical. So this has to be my answer. I don't have to spend time more there, right? Okay, let's move ahead. So the same thing, third and fourth question. Now the fourth question tells me some additional information. If chikus are picked by exactly 2 of the people, so there's a 2 here and 1 more person picks up chiku. Okay, then now since there's an additional data here, I'll leave this for a moment. I see this, glance at this, there's no additional information. I'll finish this, then come here and then I can fill in this whatever I want. So what gets saved is I don't have to replicate this table. You know, I made a comment where I draw a small diagram. Why? In such sets where there's more and more information in every question, sometimes I need to redraw the grid again, make replicas of it for that particular question. I don't want to ruin the original one, right? Therefore, I said make small ones so that you can very quickly copy it for a question. Here, thankfully, I did not have to do it, but if you do some other set, you might. Which of the following must be true? This must be is necessarily, it's not just a possibility. Yeah, a possibility will say may be true, right? So we are not looking at a possibility, we are looking at a necessary. Tahira selection contains no chikus. Tahira selection should contain no chiku. Can there be 2 zeros in this row? No. So this is a necessarily false statement, but we need a true statement. Tahira selection contains no dates, 0 dates. This is a necessarily true. Yeah, it has to be 0. So this is my answer. In an actual exam, I would not go ahead and check it out. But to explain, let me just quickly do. Surbi selection contains no chikus. Chiku, it could be 0 also and I could even have 1. So it could be maybe this is. Yeah, it may be 0, but it's not necessarily. That is what. Wakima selection contains no bananas. Oh, here a 0. Remember 0 and 1 I could have that. This can't be a 0, but this could be a 0. This could also be 1. So could it be no bananas? Yes, but is it necessary? No, I could have a 1 here and a 0 here. These two will be different, right? So this is also going to be a maybe. Wakima selection contains no dates. Wakima selection contains no date. It's the same thing, na? That same idea. Yeah, Wakima. So I could have 0, 1 or 1, 0. In either case, both of them get could be maybe possibility. So this is my answer. Last question. If chikus are picked by only 2 people, so there's a difference between a 2 is present here, 1 person, and there are 2 people. So 2 people means this basically this row is saying there has to be a 1 and there has to be 1 person and the other 3 persons should have zeros. So this, if I go into detail, it is this, right? Okay, so one of the 2 has to be one of these 2. The others, and then there should be 1 more person who should have, and then there should be some more zeros. This one can't be a 0 because if this becomes a 0, so this one has to be filled, but I'm reading too much again. I'm trying, and this is a problem with such sets. People try to find a solution, just eliminate option. And if of those 2 people, only 1 picks up any banana. There are 2 people, only 1 of them picks up any sort of bananas. Now, what we see is one of this is definitely going to be there. A Tahira and a Zenith is definitely going to be there. Okay, and because a 2 has to come in there, one of the person. Okay, and then that person is also the person who picks up a banana. So the other person has to be the one which picks 0 bananas. So let's see. Could be, right? So go to the options very fast, students, before trying to fill so much. Even what I did here was needless actually. Surbi and Uma. The moment we say Surbi and Uma, could Surbi and Uma be the 2 people who picked up chikus? No, because then there would be a third one also. So that means Tahira and Zenith should be a part of the 2 people. Yeah, 2 has to come in one of them. Na? So Tahira and Zenith should be there one. So there's no Tahira and Zenith. There's no Tahira and Zenith. There is Tahira. There's both of them. Okay. And there is no Tahira Zenith. So wherever there isn't a Tahira or Zenith, that can't be the 2 people. Now, does it mean both of them have a 2 and 2? No, only one of them has a 2. The other could be 0, right? In fact, can Tahira and Zeenat be the two people? If Tahira and Zeenat are the two people, then both have a banana. But it says no, only one person of them. Only this word again people are going to miss out. Only one of them pick a banana. So both Tahira and Zeenat should not be there. One of them should be there. So both can't be there. One is there. Yes. So Tahira and Wakima could be the persons. So like example, I'm just giving, since it's the last, Tahira could have picked up 2 and 1, and then Wakima could have a 0 here. Could have a 0 banana and 1. And this could be 1, right? So is it possible? Yes, very much. Right? So now that you know the set, it's very easy to identify these sets. If you solve 4, 5 of these sets at a go, all these sets are going to then after be in your category of very easy, and I would be happy to see them in the exam actually. So you want to solve 5, 6 of these sets at a go, consider joining the course. The link is in the description. Thank you.